Sit down together. Sit down. I'll put you right there.
Good evening, parents. And I want to welcome you to the TIMS Math Night. We have a lot planned tonight. We're going to go over a few of the strands that we work on in class to prepare us for the ARC. We're going to allow these young ladies up here to demonstrate how to solve some of the problems that we go over in class. And then we're going to go over a separate problem for you all to participate in. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully a lot of what we go over will be exciting to you. Maybe you'll see some things that you haven't seen. Maybe you'll see some things that you have already seen and hadn't seen them work like this. One thing I want to mention before I start is that in our class, we're using a lot of technology. We have a lot going on in there as far as the technology we're using. We're integrating that with the discipline so that they have a nice balance of what's going on as far as everything that they need to learn to prepare them for the ARM and all of the subsequent classes, and to bridge that gap between technology and those disciplines so that they can get that aspect of things as well and see how that works in the real world and how to apply it in the real world and in some of the classes they'll be taking after this. So hopefully you'll enjoy what we have to offer, and everyone the young ladies are definitely excited and prepared to get started. One other thing I want to mention is that not only does our math class use a lot of the technology that you see in here, but all of the classes across the curriculum, they all use the same technology. And Ms. Wright, she was nice enough to go out and get everyone in the right boards and a lot of the technology you see here. So this will be used in all of their classes, and you'll see this used more and more throughout the year as we progress. A lot of the other teachers are still trying to get the hang of some of the stuff that we're using, but within the year they should definitely be prepared and ready to use the stuff across the board. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. First off, we have a PowerPoint presentation.
Welcome parents, students, and teachers to Math Literacy Night. We were glad you found time to make it out. On behalf of Mrs. Wright and the whole TIMS family, we would like to thank you.
Now we're going to go ahead and start with PowerPoint, and we're going to allow each of these young ladies to talk about some of the items that we're going to cover, that we're going to cover throughout the year. That's going to prepare us for the ARM. It's going to prepare us for the ARM. Okay, so we'll start here. Welcome again. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is each one of these items here. All of these are the core standards that we have to achieve and be well versed in before we take the ARM. A lot of these standards we've covered, some of them we haven't, but we're planning on covering all of these before we take the ARM. We hadn't done as well as we would like in past years, and it's really hasn't made it difficult, but it's made my work a whole lot easier. In fact, I know exactly what I need to do. Our students are definitely ready to learn. They're intelligent, they're grounded, they're smart, and I can tell that they all came from a good home and a good background based on their work ethic and everything that they've been doing in class. The first person we're going to get up here to speak will be Donna Gray. Donna Gray, she's going to tell us a little bit about numbers and operations, and she's going to demonstrate how to solve one of these problems for us.
This course standard deals with math problems involving the order of operation, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing integers. Problems problems like this can be troublesome if acronyms like PEMDAS or please excuse my dear Sally are not used. Let us look at the following problem, for example.
Excellent. Tell us how you got your answer.
The problem was 17 minus 2 over 5 plus 11. 17 minus 2 is 15 over 5 plus 11. 5 divided into 15 divided into 5 is 3 plus 11 is 14.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, still the problem.
Next thing we have coming to the board is Lady Lang.
Hey, yeah,
Welcome to the wonderful world of algebra. This course standard involves problems where we solve 1- and 2-step equations and more. Algebra can be problems where we solve. Algebra can be one of the most difficult disciplines to learn. However, with a lot of practice, it can become a handy tool. Most careers involve some use of algebra. How about we take a look at several problems of class?
Bro. Excellent. Excellent.
First thing I did was multiply everything in parentheses by 2. And 2 times x is 2x. 2 plus 2 times 7 is 14, and I brought everything else down. I added a 1 because it was
Understood.
it's understood to have 1 if it doesn't have a number in front of it. And then I added my like term. 2 plus 1 is 3, brought my x down, which is 3x, plus 14, which was the one brought my problem down. Then I subtracted 14 from both sides, which gave me, this canceled out, and this gave me 27. I brought 3x down, which equals 3x equals 27, 3 divided into 3 cancels out, brought my x down, 3 is 27, is 0.
Excellent. Next thing we have coming up is Amanda Jordan.
Geometry is one of those subjects that will keep you guessing if you don't know your formula. This course standard includes problems that involve geometric transformation of polygons. Many fields give special regard to geometry, including roofers, engineers, plumbers, architects, and carpenters. Let us be a carpenter for a day, and let us see if we can find the missing side in the cross-section of the line.
So, here, and this concept we haven't gone over here because we hadn't got the geometry sequence in our book. However, I'm confident that Ms. Jordan can solve this problem. So, here she'll be finding the missing side of this triangle. She'll be using the Pythagorean theorem to do so. The sides that she'll be given are we'll leave this side of mystery. This is the formula she'll follow. A squared, most of you have heard this before, plus B squared is equal to C squared. So she'll use this rule right here to find out the missing length. You ready, man? Go ahead, buddy. Excellent. Excellent. Now that does it for the 8th graders. Next we have coming to the board is Cheyenne Marble.
Yeah. Possibly one of the most important standards, measurement is vital to just about everyone that exists. There are many faces to this standard, and they may contain many applications for science. One of the most widely used areas comes from 2D figures. How about we explore this concept more with this problem?
Good. Hang on 1 second. Don't press any buttons on that.
I apologize.
You're fine.
The length will be this right here, so that will be 5.
Good.
And then the width will be, which is 3. The perimeter equals L, which equals L times 2, which equals the length times 2, plus the width times 2. And the length is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus the width is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. So that equals 16. And that's the perimeter. The area is the length times the width. And that would be 5 times 3 will give you 15 to the second.
Excellent. Excellent. Last but not least, we got Talia Jones coming to the board. She'll be talking about data analysis and probability.
I will be talking about data analysis and probability. Data analysis widely used in every science known to man. Many applications for this standard are used in recording and interpreting scientific data. Today, we are going to look at some data and see if we can categorize. First, we are going to add all the numbers together and divide it by the number of numbers that are. So, 1,
They want to select a pen.
so 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 is
Use a calculator. Okay. No need for it.
The number of numbers that are used is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 21 divided by 7 is 3. So 3 is your mean. Next is your median. Your median will be the number in the middle. Since there are 7 numbers on your side, you put the number out 2. And 3 is left in the middle. So 3 is your median. And your mode is the number you see the most. So the 2 numbers you see the most are 2 and 4. So they are going to be your
All right.
These young ladies did an excellent job of demonstrating how every problem, all of these problems are done from every strand that we have to cover in pre-algebra. A lot of this stuff we hadn't gone over yet, but we will go over the rest towards the latter part of this year. And before we take the on, we should be definitely prepared to make it to that next level and definitely increase those test scores as much as we see fit. We're going to go over now a mini lesson that talks about how to find a particular coordinate on the coordinate plane. And this is going to demonstrate how we go over things in class and how the kids learn all of what they know. So here we'll just begin kind of right here talking about the coordinate plane and how to find numbers for a particular point on the coordinate plane. And we'll give you an opportunity to interact with some of the software that we have up here. So let's begin here. First of all, when we look at a coordinate plane, when we think of a coordinate plane is simply 2 lines that yields a whole bunch of other lines. But the main 2 lines that we think about when we think of a coordinate plane are going to be this x-axis here and this y-axis here. When we think of a coordinate, we're thinking of 2 numbers that can be used to find a particular point on this coordinate plane. That first number, the first number always represents the x-axis. And that tells us how far to go left or right along the x-axis. The second number is our y-coordinate. And it tells us how far to go up and down the y-axis. Okay? So the 2 numbers that we use, x and y, they'll tell us a number somewhere on this field. For example, here, we'll try to use these 2 points, 2, 3. And we'll find these points using this method we just talked about, where we'll go 2 spaces along the x-axis in a positive direction, 1 1, 2. And then we'll go, I think the other number was 3. So then we'll go 3 spaces along the y-axis in the positive direction, 1, 2, 3, and we'll arrive at our coordinate, 2, 3. Often it helps to differentiate the instruction because sometimes you have learners who learn visually, you have some who learn through listening, and you have some who learn through reading. So it's nice to differentiate the instruction and give them another option. I prepared a video for us to take a look at to hopefully reinforce the instruction that we just received.
Archaeologists dig for ancient objects, large and small, to learn more about civilizations that existed long ago. But before they break ground, they set up a rectangular coordinate system on the surface of their excavation site. This coordinate system lets the archaeologists record the locations of the objects they uncover.
Yeah, it is.
How? Well, to understand how, we first have to understand what a coordinate system is. A coordinate system is a grid based on 2 number lines called axes that are perpendicular to each other. The x-axis runs horizontally, and the y-axis runs vertically. The number lines meet at 0. The numbers on the x-axis increase as they move horizontally to the right of 0. The numbers on the y-axis increase as they move vertically up the number line from 0. Now, any point on this plane can be described by its distance from each axis. The distance from the y-axis along the x-axis is referred to as the x-coordinate. The distance from the x-axis along the y-axis is the y-coordinate. So, to name a point on this coordinate grid, we need an ordered pair made up of 2 coordinates. The first number in the pair is the x, and is plotted according to the x-axis, the horizontal axis. The second number in the ordered pair is the y, and is plotted according to the y-axis, the vertical axis. So, the first number in an ordered pair tells us how far an object is from 0 on the x-axis. And the second number tells us how far up an object is from the 0 on the y-axis. Let's follow an archaeologist on a dig and plot some finds for ourselves. Let's go.
A lot of times when you show videos in the classroom, they're just about that long. They're short to the point. When a video started, I bet you a lot of you thought, maybe he has the wrong video. This is talking about archaeology. But this is a good way also to bridge the gap between other subjects where we may introduce the concept in math and then maybe follow it up and apply it in another class, maybe like science or something like that. So this also adds an added feature or gives us an added benefit because it also bridges the gap with other subjects. Now, I want to give you, parents and the audience, an opportunity to maybe go up there and see if you can't locate one of the points. They gave you some slips as you came in, and those of you that would like to participate, you're more than welcome to go up here and see if you can't find your point. Sit down with your sister. Do I have any volunteers?
I have 7, and I'm Debbie Neal. I have 7, and I have -9.
7 and -9. Okay, well, let me set it up so that you can find that coordinate here. All right.
So I have to get this.
Uh-huh.
So 7 is right here, and then I have to go down to number 9.
Fantastic. Excellent. What's your number?
-3 and -7.
-3, -7. Oh, so you were good. You were fine. You were good.
Do I have the color on there already?
You can choose whichever one you want. Let's see.
-3 up here. And go down to 7.
Excellent.
Hey, Nate, could you go back and show the point again for me? Could you act like you're writing it? Thank you.
It's been a while since I did this, so I'm going to see if I get it right. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph Jordan, and my points are -6 and 3.
-6, 3.
So here we have -6, so we're going to go 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. I wish my calculus final was this easy.
-1, 2. Okay, you should be good. Excellent.
Can you go back up and again? I'm trying to see. Okay.
What number do you got?
I'm like, -1 5.
-1, 5. Okay. Excellent.
So my number is -8 and 5. So 8, -8, and 5.
Matt, select your pen. Are you pushing the button? Good job. What, go on?
Can I go?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Kyla Bridges and I'm Cheyenne Harbley's mama.
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna need the upper
Yeah.
left part.
Which one do you have? Okay. Which number do you need?
-5.
Maybe we just do it right here.
That's fine. We have -5 and +5. So that's where she can come from.
You don't have to push the button, just push in on the pen when you write.
Okay.
Hold on.
Officer Jordan would like to go. Officer Jordan would like to go.
My number is -110.
Who are you?
What did you have?
I'm Kaylee Elaine. Y'all know y'all know me.
All right.
Come on, Nate's mama, let's give her some encouragement.
All right.
So I want to thank all of you for coming out. I hope all of you had a great time and gained some insight into what we were doing in the classroom. This isn't the only thing we're doing. This is just sort of the tip of the iceberg. A lot of times it can get real heated and exciting in the classroom. It's fun to see the kids participate and engage and ready to learn. I hope, like I said, this presentation gave you an idea, an indication of what we're doing in class. I want to really let you know that we're productive every single day. And the days that we are still going to be productive. So anytime that you want to stop by the classroom and get a first-hand look on what we're doing in the classroom and see maybe some other skills applied, you're more than welcome to stop by. We really enjoy having you. We got some refreshments prepared for you up front. It's still geared towards this math night. So I hope you enjoy it. And you have a great evening.
Thank you.